Yo, what is going on, viewers of the tube? If you don't know by now, my name is Tyler and welcome to the channel that has an opinion. If we find out shady baloney from a project, we highlight it and blast that project. Do we fear losing that project's community as subscribers? Nope. They will leave in the short term, but shat comes out in the wash, and when it does, they are always back. So back that arse up. It's time for Chico Crypto. I'm sure some of you saw the thumbnail and were like, what the heck, Chico? Ripple, really? You are now a Ripple supporter? All I have to say is, oh hell no. You must not know the Chico channel because I'm about to tear XRP apart. So let's begin with something even XRP fanboys barely know anything about: the inception of XRP and some monkeys that have been hanging on the project's back ever since. Let's start at the beginning. Ripple was actually conceived in 2004 by a person named Ryan Fugger, and he was creating a credit network called Ripple Pay. It was a site that would let people extend credit lines to friends and family.
Ripple is a great new way to exchange value, letting you pay people through your social network as easily as if you had your own bank.
And supported traditional online payments as well as payments of online currency. All Ryan's work was completed around 2011, and the original credit network is still around in its separate incarnation. It's open source on SourceForge. I've included a link if anyone is interested. Around the same time in 2011, a person that goes by the name of McCaleb posted this on the Bitcoin Talk forums. It was titled Bitcoin Without Mining, and it's the original idea and concept behind the current XRP protocol. The idea was to make the issue of trust explicit. Nodes choose what other nodes they trust. The ledger would basically be like the current Bitcoin blockchain, but would also have a list of what nodes believe the current ledger is valid. Down a little farther in the post, if a node ever encounters two conflicting ledgers, it would just go with the one that was validated by more nodes that it trusts. Sound familiar, XRP fanboys? Well, it's because David Schwartz didn't come up with the idea. McCaleb of Stellar did. Later in the year, David Schwartz, and still to this day anonymous Arthur Brito began work on the first iterations of the XRP ledger. And in 2012, Chris Larson joined the team to head business-facing operations. In 2013, the project ran 3 rounds of funding, included big names like Google, Andreessen Horowitz, and more. This funding for the early operations translated into percentage of ownership of the company and some tokens. But this information is still kept private, as Ripple continues to operate as a private company in the US. In these early funding rounds, $9 million was raised, and the earlier the investment, the higher percentage of ownership and tokens. Yes, that is correct. Just $9 million sustained XRP in the beginning, but they needed more funds. And here is where the shade starts: the initial distribution of XRP. It went something like this. $80 billion went to the Ripple company itself to fund operations. McCaleb received $9 billion, Chris Larson $7 billion, and the other founders received $4 billion, including David, Arthur, and more. But this initial creation of the coins is shrouded in controversy. Ripple is missing the first 32,570 blocks from the start of its ledger, and the nodes are not able to obtain the data. Ricardo Spagni of Monero explains this.
Is this about the missing blocks?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's like 33,000, 32,000, something like that, blocks missing from the beginning of the ledger. And I've had arguments with Ripple people on Twitter who insist that somewhere some node definitely has it. So why it's not an issue. The fact that you can't find them is not an issue because some node has it, and they can just ask those people for the blocks. What's the big deal? And also it's no problem because obviously nothing bad happened in those 32,000 blocks because Ripple's a good company and they would never do anything bad. They wouldn't have used those to create fake money or anything.
Yes, you cannot audit the entire XRP chain, and the full path of the original 100 billion XRP is not known. Back in the day on some Ripple forum, we can see that the XRP ledger was reset, posted by the one and only McCaleb, increasing this controversy. Speaking of Jed, he is one of the biggest monkeys on Ripple's back, as they had a major fallout, leading to him creating a competing platform, Stellar, which was initially a fork of Ripple, but eventually changed their consensus in 2014 due to a failure in the underlying Ripple consensus, which they made a blog post about, explaining the problems with it. This led to the creation of their own consensus, using a federated Byzantine agreement. Why the XRP ledger hasn't ran into the problem Stellar did is up for debate, but many people attribute it to the centralized aspect of the XRP ledger, while Stellar out the gate went the decentralized route, with many nodes they did not control, showing the issues out the gate. But back to Jed, remember he holds 9 billion XRP and he is not a part of the project, and has been in many legal battles regarding the tokens he holds. In the original agreement from 2014, Jed and the other founders were given some rules regarding the dumping of tokens. By the time he left in 2016, he had dumped over 2 billion, and this is the agreement regarding the rest of just over 7 billion XRP. 2 billion must be donated to charity. McCaleb retains the ownership of the 5.3 billion XRP, but Ripple controls the funds. Then McCaleb and the charity will be able to collectively sell the following percentages of the average daily volume: 0.5% in the first year, 0.75% in years 2 and 3, 1% for the fourth year, and 1.5% thereafter. Now here's Jed's address that is used to sell to the Bitstamp exchange, and has been dumping on average about 700,000 XRP per day, or at current prices over $185,000. Which equates to over 67 million per year. And things are going to ramp up because this is just year 3 at 0.75%. It jumps to 1% next year and then 1.5% the year after. Speaking of token dumping pressure, not only do you have Jed, a disgruntled ex-team member, you have the actual Ripple team and company dumping on their own. The dumping of XRP tokens has taken off, getting willy-nilly status, growing from peanuts in Q4 of 2016 to over 890 million in Q1 of 2019. Ripple has said they're going to tone down this dumping, and they released a Q2 report explaining this. In Q2 of this year, they said they sold 251.51 million worth of XRP. Yet in Q1, they said they only dumped 169.42 million worth, while outside research by The Block puts that number at 890 million. Is Ripple lying through their teeth? Well, just 2 days ago, the Ripple company unlocked another 1 billion XRP. But in that Q2 report, they promised to keep it easy on the liquidations, as a ton of the community is freaking out. After that initial transaction, several batches of 40 million XRP went to unidentified addresses. But this is what you get with a centralized ecosystem and product. In ecosystems of Bitcoin and Ethereum and other open source projects, developers can submit and make their own improvement proposals for the protocol, BIPs for Bitcoin and EIPs for Ethereum. However, Ripple's ecosystem has no such solution, and the only improvement solution can be implemented by Ripple and must come from Ripple Labs. This leads to a very bare ecosystem compared to others. Have you noticed there are no third-party XRP wallets? There is only a web wallet on the Ripple website, and an integration into a few hardware wallets. Compared with the others, they have nothing. Another centralized component is their balance freeze function. This function allows Ripple to freeze or even destroy a user's balance. Ripple even admits this in the dev portal called Freezing Issued Currencies, in that they say they only can freeze non-XRP balances. But this is again a lie, as they used to freeze some of Jed McCaleb's tokens when he was dumping back then. Upon learning of McCaleb's actions, Ripple intervened and prevented him from doing so, utilizing its balance freeze feature. So why is this like this? Well, Ripple and XRP are actually separate entities, and Ripple has no duty to the XRP holders to integrate XRP into Ripple's suite of products. And there may be good reasons for them keeping XRP tokens out of the way of their other products, like Xcurrent, Xrapid, and Xvia. XRP might just be a security, as it's been in many lawsuits and litigations in which the security argument was brought up. Well, viewers, the value use case for XRP is getting diluted as time goes on. Banks will create their own private consortium chains. Libra pretty much nullifies it. There is a reason XRP is one of the worst performing altcoins in 2019, down over 72% with Bitcoin, and one of the only top coins down in USD value, besides another beauty of a shitcoin called Tron. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.